Hello,
Everybody, my name is Mark.
hello, everybody. Welcome to the Battle of the States, Georgia versus Florida in the. For some reason, I call it Southeast group here. That is not what the group is. It is this? I mean, it kind of is what it is, but it is the South Atlantic region. Today we have Georgia and Florida, and then later we will have North Carolina versus South Carolina here. But kind of same format as before. I'm gonna roll a level, although I already rolled the level, so I'm actually just going to paste in the level here, and we will be playing. Does everybody stop playing from 0 levels?
Yeah.
Oh, let me.
I might have to mute in a second, but I can still play.
Okie dokie.
I'm good to go.
Only for like a little bit though.
Here we go. We will be playing. But here's the kicker.
Oh.
Interesting.
All right.
Here's the kicker.
I gotta wait like on a countdown to start playing, or what?
Wait, this is the guy that made Gagatrondra.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, a moisty level. Yo, I gotta hold
That's
on.
my
I gotta
code right
tell
there.
them. I gotta tell them.
Yes, I have this person added on Geometry Dash.
When do we start
Smiles.
playing it?
Wait, the aura.
Wait,
Yeah, just
roll
this one.
Captain
Rock's
Rock's
at
at 60. Yeah, you gotta re-roll this one.
Okay, well, I guess we are not playing that level, so the next level we are going to
No!
Oh,
play
right.
is
Damn.
an ode to time.
What are these names, man?
Oh, that sounds like an XXL.
Yeah,
I have
is
two
next
It's an
level.
XL. It's an XL. It's
Oh,
boy.
All right,
I have
well,
4%
I mean, it's to be fair, it is
Boys.
barely an XL. Also, that
Hey,
is
but
below the limit.
It's 2
so-
minutes 41. Ah, damn it.
Oh, I thought that said
It is-
2 minutes, and I thought that said 2 minutes 1 second.
2 minutes,
of how-
41
yeah,
seconds.
it's 41.
Oh,
Okay.
my
Well,
god!
The match will instead then be a 20-minute match. So I'm gonna go and load up
Okay.
the clock
God
here
damn it.
and get ready. We'll be beginning the match in 3, 2, 1, go.
Cool.
Have a high object alert, bro.
Wait, look, you need to do that. There we go. Lost some time there.
All right.
Yep, we're gonna be getting started here. The level name is kind of cool. I hope the level lives up to the name. This already sounded interesting to me. Yeah, off with our match, Georgia versus Florida here. Everyone gonna be starting off the practice runs as is standard for this tournament.
I think this is at least I don't know if this is this the first XL we've seen here? I think
It's definitely one of the.
I
might
think
be.
I think it is.
There might have been like 1 or 2 other ones. I think this is the first XL though. I know we had one medium. I'd have to double check that, but I do believe so. I am curious, just because of the nature of how this is going to go with the levels being XL and so much longer, how practice is going to shape out, because we saw a lot of people like practicing a lot and then only going from 0 in like the last couple minutes. But with XL levels like this, that might be a lot harder to do. Just because of how much time it's going to take both to get practice and to get that good run from 0, it's going to cut into how much time you have left a lot more than it would with a normal, like, long-rated medium length levels. So I'm excited to see how that shakes out.
You notice your mic is just a little bit quiet. Turn that up a little bit. That would be good, because I believe
Gotcha.
that's the case. Believe in on my behalf, I think that could be the case as well. Let's see. We have 2 minutes.
Microphone cannot be louder.
Okay, yeah, I think it's fine.
I'll just talk louder.
Yeah, I guess the stream can tell us what they think.
Yeah, we've got our players in the 60s now, either just entered or soon to be. H9X actually in the 70s in this practice run. So going to be pulling ahead of the rest of our players here so far. But yeah, nothing much going to be going on at the moment. I believe as of right now, we've still only had one match go to a game 3. So I'm wondering
Yes,
if
this
this
is
is going to be
true.
our second one. Because we had a lot of very competitive games, but not enough to, like, for one team to take one and another team to take one. It's normally both end up being very close, but the same team ends up taking the win in the end. So I wonder if either team's going to be able to make a clapback after this level ends. The H9X going to finish that practice run. Yeah, Captain Rocks, Scorpion, Andy the Great, and the Apple Games also in the 90s. Scorpion finished that practice run. Looks like it's actually going from 0 now, so it's going to put our first couple of points on the board here. Actually, the Apple Games and Andy the Great going to be our first and second players with points on the board, respectively. I believe both that to 1%. H9X going to get a run to 4. Scorpion's still going. Going to have our best of all these players since the time ends. 8% for Scorpion, 3% for the Apple Games. So a little bit of points being put on the board here. 4% for the Apple Games now. We can see Chubby for Georgia still in practice mode alongside the Captain Rocks for Florida. I believe the rest of... No, Andy the Great is actually also in 0, but the other 3 are going in practice mode. The other 3 are going to be playing from 0. H9X actually on a run to the 20s.
See if how he already feels about the level.
And Scorpion and Chubby actually elected to go back to practice mode now, so it's just going to be H9X playing from 0, just for the time being. I think the Apple Games might have gone back to 0 as well. But yeah, on a run to the 30s, this is a very good attempt for H9X. With this, Florida will be pulling ahead once this attempt concludes. Yeah, 46% for H9X.
Yeah, great stuff for Florida to start the match here, putting them currently in the lead. The last battle of the states wasn't exactly the greatest from the Florida team. The Georgia team, though, they managed to make it to the quarterfinals, while Florida failed to get out of the group stage. So it'll be interesting to see how things repeat themselves with these two facing directly against each other in this match.
You're gonna be singing Florida's tune quite a bit more here, as there was a run actually from the Apple Games, 36%. It's a percentage update, so Florida gonna be up quite a bit more. Again, H9X on another run to the 20s from 0. Captain Rock still in practice mode alongside, I believe, all 3 players for Georgia. So we'll see how this practice works out. We've seen this heavy practice kind of playstyle work to the benefit of a lot of players, a lot of teams. So again, we'll see if that continues to be the trend for this one. We have seen players be a bit minimal on the practice run to get conclusions very early on. One I do want to mention, I believe it was Power Split, who did one practice run and beat the level pretty much almost immediately.
Yeah,
so
well, also yesterday it was, what was it?
Oh yeah,
your local
I
goat.
forget the name.
Yeah,
yeah.
He did the same.
0.
He did the same thing.
So a bit of a double-edged sword, as I do recall, if all 3 players on a team complete the level, that'll put the players on the opposing team on their last attempts immediately. So you do not want to get caught on that timer.
It's like Chubby's going to start going from 0 here.
Yeah. 4% for the Captain Rocks, also going from 0. 1% for Chubby. So it looks like we have 4 players going from 0 now. Scorpion, Chubby, H9X, and the Captain Rocks. 8% comes through for Chubby.
An 8% run here. The gap is still heavily in Florida's favor, but again, sometimes practice is what you need, and so you never know whether a comeback is in the works or not.
It could very well happen. We'll have to wait and see. We are approaching our final 12 minutes of the match. There's 7.5 minutes elapsed. No one over that one completion range 100%. Yeah, Florida 86. I believe Florida, that was a run to 6% from the Captain Rocks, 19% comes through for Scorpion. So yep, that gap gonna shorten to 57% now. Gonna expand back to 61 once run for Florida comes through.
Yeah, we've seen that that's the case here, and see, Andy DeGrade's been very much focused on the ending, so for him it's going to be interesting to see if he is less likely to die there. DL Apple Games is testing the ending too.
Yeah, we are going to find out. We haven't seen any players get there, so we don't really have the best idea of how difficult that's going to be. So maybe that is a tough part. We will see. No one has gotten to the 40s from 0 just yet. Oh no, actually, sorry. HNX has gone to the 40s from 0. No one else has. Second farthest one going to be also from Florida, D Apple Games, but that went to 36. HNX has been playing from 0 for a while, but hasn't gotten anywhere since that 46, I don't think. 6% comes through for Andy DeGrade, so you will be playing from 0 now.
It's interesting to see players like Andy DeGrade like sign up for this, considering like he's a pretty known like GD streamer as well.
Yeah, I do recall that name. I was surprised to see him
He
here.
was in the last one too.
Committed. Chubby, if this run is from 0s, this is going to be the near furthest run of anyone. I haven't seen any checkpoints in a while. It's going to be from 0.
No, it is because see they had the best run thing
at
at the top right corner. You can see.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You can see that that is currently their best run. So Chubby has a chance to blow this one wide open, potentially for this match. So we're about to enter the halfway point in the match. Obviously, with the XLs, it takes a little bit for things to start, like for the ball to start getting rolling. But you know, for Chubby, this is currently a fluke from 10. So. You kind of never know how, like, what chances you're gonna get, so you always want to make the best of what you currently have. But he's still going, and I think considering that, you know, he's been practicing probably for a fair while now. We got 36 here from Andy DeGrade, which means that currently Georgia would be able to come back in the points tally now after trailing for a large portion of the match. We got 85 though from Chubby. That is still enough to give the lead. Scorpion pads out the lead even more, so it is now a 58% lead, though that exact same number has just been achieved by DL Apple Games. So the deficit is now down to 36% in favor of Georgia. Georgia could potentially be looking to improve themselves as well, maybe.
To see, we saw the deficit between Georgia and Florida pretty big in Florida's favor, but now we saw a lot of the players from Georgia were practicing while some of the players from Florida were playing from 0. And we now kind of see the fruits of that labor as Georgia is pulled ahead by 36% now. Because again, another thing I want to call attention to, H9X got the furthest run previously at 46% pretty early on, but hasn't been able to pass that in quite some time. While meanwhile, a lot of the players from Georgia are starting to get big runs on the board now. So that you think Georgia will be in a much better position to expand that lead just with how much more practice they've gotten in as a team, but we will have to wait and see. We're on our final 9 minutes of the match now.
Yeah, about 8.5 minutes left to go, and definitely see if we get the first completion here. Georgia's been holding on to that 36% lead for quite a long time now, so Chubby has been kind of carrying a lot of the load there, but now Captain Rocks is going to get a new best, and once that updates, that's going to bring the deficit down by a pretty significant margin, now just to 17%, separating the two states as we have 8 minutes left, and could be down for another close match, as it seems like the percentage of matches that are close in this competition are pretty high. We get a lot of close games.
A lot of these have been very competitive, which has been nice to see.
I mean, I guess that's kind of what happens when you play easier levels. The variance does tend to go up, which we kind of try to make up for being a best of 3.
It is, yeah, but even then, it feels like a lot of the individual, like each of the levels has been decently competitive. I think there's been very few blowouts, if not like one, maybe two. 46,
40,
or sorry, not
or
46,
40 from Scorpion. That's a couple more percent. Gotta gradually improve.
Yeah, Georgia now 21% ahead of Florida for the time being. Chubby is on a run to the 50s. Remember, does have a best of 85, so it's going to take a lot more to pass that best, but a good run nonetheless. Has the potential to pass it. We'll see how far Chubby's able to get here, especially as no one else is too far as of right now. We're only in the H9X on a run to the 20s alongside Captain Rocks. Chubby's in the 60s now. Andy the Great in the 20s, best of 36. Captain Rocks did go down. H9X is still going in the 30s now. Andy the Great is going to go down, no new best. Chubby in the 70s. Will this be the new best? Will this be around past 85? We will find out shortly. The Apple Game's going to get a run to the 30, 32nd now. There it is. H9X has been going this whole time.
85 is where Chubby got. We'll see if he gets past it this time.
Yeah.
He does. That was the click. It was that spider click. So, but he gets 86.
86.
Dies right after. It's still an improvement though. Points are points.
Yeah. Look at H9X, who's been on a new best for quite some time now in the 50s. Previous best of 46. Gonna put at least another 11 points on the board here.
There's 58 from
58.
H9X.
The gap is 10% now. No, so that's the second depth of 58. As you see, 39 comes through for Captain Rocks.
And now the deficit is just 7% as we about to hit 5 minutes left.
Single digits here. Andy the Great actually gone back into practice mode.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's fair, especially, he just only has 36 currently. And so the goal is just to improve, right? Like, improve as much as you can. So, although I think this is actually from 0, which would be unfortunate for him, because this is, yeah.
Yeah, this is the new best.
Yeah, so this is actually a new best, but it's not gonna count. That's really unfortunate for Andy. Hopefully he doesn't beat the level. Well, actually, if he does, then it would register. But yeah, there you go. 47.
47.
Was the run.
That would have put Georgia up 18%. So either I guess the gap wouldn't have been that massive. I'm sure Andy the Great can get further than 0 with this practice.
Yeah, I think so too.
I did
see
think
Scorpions, yeah, in new best
run,
margin, got the golden best mod, which is very helpful for these matches. Although for some reason the golden thing also shows in practice. So we got 56. That's gonna bring the lead up to 23. Though we'll see DL Apple Games is entering pretty close to new best territory. If that's the case, that could change everything here. Chubby's been having like the furthest, but we'll see you can get close. And 58 is the margin, which DL Apple Games has just surpassed. And so now it's 23 points left to gain here. It would be an 81% run or better needed to at least tie or take the lead. Something interesting that I wonder what will happen is if we'll get into overtime here.
Maybe
in this case, it'd be a 5-minute overtime. Yeah, it has not happened. There's 78, 79, 80. All right, this is for the lead. He does get the lead.
Now, will he pass Chubby's best?
In Florida, after trailing, starting with the lead, but trailing for a bit, they have taken it back. But can DL Apple Games go even further? Can he complete the level? There's just 3 minutes left on the clock. This is probably one of the better chances that you're going to have to be able to get this completion. You probably only have one more chance, or 2 more chances maybe after this. This is the last ship though. Looks like it tapers off in difficulty, and DL Apple Games gets the completion. That will be at 100% there. Congrats to DL Apple Games for getting our first completion of the match and putting Florida up 33, now 32%, with just 2.5 minutes left. Such a clutch attempt from DL Apple Games, putting Georgia in a terrible position. Maybe not so bad, but in a worse off position than they were just a few short minutes ago.
I mean, yeah, amazing stuff from DL Apple Games. Another thing I do want to call attention to is while
there's
Apple
also the
Games is
fact
in the
though, what
midst
about
of
Andy the Great
completion-
here? This is new best territory for Andy. And considering
It
he
is.
just practiced the level, this could actually go in his favor. He dies at 40 though. It's gonna bring the deficit down to 28 with just a minute 53 left in the on the clock here.
Another thing that went in Florida's favor, while H9X while DL Apple Games was getting that completion, H9X actually got to 72, picking up the new best in 58. So that helped put some more points on the board for them. So they're up 28% now instead of what would be 14. As you see, 45% one comes through from the Captain Rocks, going to put them up 34% now on our final minute and a half of this match.
No, lots of this gonna come up to just like who will be able to get. Also, wait, what happened to? Oh, I was just assuming he just like left it on the the thing where you could take it off the end screen. That's really funny how DL Apple Games just has like the yeah, that. It's awesome.
I always forget that's a thing.
In the final
Let's see,
minute here, you know, a lot of it, we'll see if H9X can get a new best here. Getting kind of close to that point. Andy is as well. So new bests are going to really want to start accumulating here for this final 50 seconds here. Or else we could have, it's just a 1% improvement for Andy. He's been slowly chipping away at runs here.
I mean, H9X yet to die though, still going, getting closer and closer to the best of 72.
We are in the final 30 seconds here.
Yeah, we'll see if H9X is able to pass 72 here. Gonna reach it, and it's going to pass it. Now, how much further can this player get? Will this potentially be the second completion for Florida?
Could be. We just have 10 seconds left on the clock, and it's seeming like Florida might have a good shot of taking this game right here.
Yeah.
Time is now up. So the next run
Lost the
from
time
any of
slot
these players will result in the end of the match. We'll see if H9X can end it on a completion. You know, everybody else is still up as well, so it would be a crazy, as I said, it would be a crazy lock-in, though. H9X is at the ending, and I think there isn't much left. The Captain Rocks is going to die. Scorpion's going to get 58, so I think Andy has to beat the level. So H9X, though, does end it off on a completion. Captain Rocks is also done himself, so there's 60% to gain here that will be needed to gain. So it's Chubby needs. Oh no, that's not gonna be enough.
But that's
gonna be it.
enough.
Andy the Great's gonna die. So even if Chubby gets the completion here, that would still end up wrapping it up for the sake of Florida for game 1 at least. But the margin does matter, so we'll see how much of a margin that will end up being. '86 was Chubby's previous best run. See if he can end it off on a completion.
I mean, yeah, Chubby's in a pretty good position to pass it. Let's see, in the late 70s at this point.
And no,
Goes down to
that's gonna
77
be it.
matches to play.
That will do it for our match. Let's get everybody back on stream. Hello everybody, hello everybody, the final score is 245 to 194.
Nice. GG.
In
Fucking
favor
terrible level up.
favor of Florida. I should mention that.
That
This
UFO is the
level
worst
is
gameplay I've
so
ever
buggy.
seen. Though.
Oh
That
my
ga-
god.
that UFO is
Dude,
horrible.
I had 2 deaths in the mid-50s to something I never
They
died
blink
to in
at
practice.
36.
I was selling so much in the first
weird.
cube, but that UFO is horrible. I've never seen
The
a UFO
UFO
that bad.
sucks too. That's what.
I
like
died there like
18.
once. I kept dying
I died there
everywhere
like-
else because apparently you had to
Yeah.
buffer everything.
I either died at the
okay.
first cube or I died at that UFO.
There was
I don't know why I was
something
lying
in the
for so much.
I
But
just I didn't enjoy this level.
That was my worst.
Fifties where I just died twice to nothing because I
Well,
jumped too late, I guess.
for
I
those
just
who-
missed the
For
fucking
those
block twice.
who didn't like it, there is one other thing is that it's not just one level.
Kill
So
all
I have
bosses.
another level.
oh right,
The
how many
level
levels are in this?
It's a best of 3. So we are playing Magmatic Caverns as our next level.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Magmatic
2.0 on name.
I have 14%. Is that too much?
Well, I
And
think
I've
this
also
is
completed
actually a
practice
remake
run.
of, but Scorpion did it. I think this is actually like a remake of the.
Oh, is this-
Magmatic.
is
Yeah,
this-
can
Oh, the
you just check
Gauntlet
what it
level?
is? I'm just
Wait,
when
curious.
do we play?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah.
That's really
I
funny.
li-
Yeah, you guys are lucky you don't want to
I
play this,
literally-
considering how
I
we
played
start
this-
playing now?
we're playing a different
No,
level
no,
because
Oh, okay,
Scorpion
thank God.
already played it.
I literally played this earlier today, like prior to the tournament.
That's
match.
really funny.
Thanks for the
Yeah.
crush,
Guys,
round.
I've never been so nervous on a medium demon. What the fuck?
Yo, me neither. Man.
Yeah, same.
XL first match?
Yeah.
Really?
I didn't even know the
Double
strat for that one because like
Alright,
if I
the
just
next
kept
level is gonna be
extending it-
Warship 988.
What?
What? How do you
Worship
spell it?
988.
Another
Worship.
XL, bro. Are we serious right now?
Or worship.
Dude, can we like kill everyone?
Bro, can we? Oh
What
my
is
God.
it called?
Can we do it?
Warship 988.
Another one, bro. Another XO.
No.
Five French. Not
Oh
even-
no, the only
Warship.
people I see on that leaderboard are star grinders, so
Uh-oh. Yep, these are all star grand.
Do I have none of my friends have beat
Another
this.
XL. Alright,
I have
well,
one star grounder friend that beat this. That's it.
Alright, anyways, it'll be a 20-minute match again, so get ready. We will be
Lord have
beginning
mercy.
we'll be
Hold on.
beginning
Still downloading the song.
Oh. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, this is a. Oh my God.
Okay.
I'm so
Trying to
excited.
kill everyone and myself. I do not like
Alright.
playing. I don't.
We'll
play
be
XL in
beginning the
first
match
place.
in oh wait, DL Apple. We'll be beginning the match in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we have begun our second match. We'll see if this one goes any differently.
Level 2 here, another XL level.
This one's a lot slower paced, though. At least for now.
It is. Look, slower paced XL levels. Very boring. I mean, I hope the players enjoy them. I just beat Pale Machine. I think it was 2 days ago now. That level is extremely slow. It was not fun at all. I mean, we'll see how this one shapes out. It seemed like they weren't a very big fan of the last one. But you know, this one's very different in style, so maybe they'll like it. Who knows? Funnily enough, it looks like the beginning is very easy, so I'm expecting a lot of big scores pretty early on, because it looks like a couple of players actually haven't died yet. Andy the Great just died at 29.
That's fairly interesting.
Yeah. Chubby, Scorpion, and D-Apple Games also have not died. I don't think H9X has died either. I am realizing as well that they could flute this from 0 in practice mode, and that would count as a completion if it were to go through.
Yeah, yeah, in that case, which would be really funny. But yeah, so far this level seems kind of free.
Yeah, I'm questioning the medium demon status here.
It's a tier 7 as well. It's not like a free one. It's supposed to be a free medium demon, but
Okay,
I wonder
well,
if this has like an
Scorpion did
insane
die.
difficulty spike, or either that, or maybe it just would be bad as a first medium demon, but like not super hard to just beat, right? Like,
Yeah.
there's some
Well-
levels are kind of like that, but so far I'm like looking like they literally give you indicators for every single click in the level.
Yeah, I mean, Scorpion and D-Apple Games did die. Chubby still hasn't died yet.
Well, I think this level they'll probably like it a lot more than the previous one, assuming there isn't just like this like insane difficulty spike at the end.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest, it looks like Chubby might just beat it, depending on how this ending is.
Is he just not? No. Oh my God! Wait, does that
Or
actually
Chu-
say from 0?
I think it might. The quality's a little bit low, but oh, yeah, no, Chubby, I think Chubby died, because I don't know why else you would pause like that. That might have been the first death.
That's really funny. That's literally it. That's the level.
Yep, that's it.
You could just beat this already. Like, I don't think this match is going 20 minutes.
I don't think so either. This one will probably end with one team getting 3 completions. You can see, yeah, Chubby does have 2 attempts. That first attempt was to 92. Okay, Scorpion is actually going back into practice mode, which interests me because Scorpion was one of the players who got, I believe, 50 to the 50s before dying a single time. Meanwhile, Andy the Great seemed to be struggling a little bit more with that practice mode run, but is already going from 0. H9X is going to be going from 0, another one who did very well in practice mode. Unsurprisingly, Chubby is not doing another practice mode run. The Apple Game's going to be going from 0 as well, so it's going to be everyone from 0 except for the Captain Rocks. Oh no, Scorpion. The Captain Rocks is going from 0 now. Yep, 17% for Chubby. 16% for H9X. Andy the Great is in the 20s and hasn't died yet. I believe died to 29 in the practice mode run. We'll see if that happens again.
Yo, that's kind of a tough-ish timing, I guess, for a medium demon. But again, for all these players, like, these are such skilled players that I think this level might not actually be like much of a problem to them at all, and said we might get this one done early.
I'm kind of blazing through this one, looks like. Scorpion on a run to the 30s, Andy's on a run to the 40s on the first attempt from 0. The Captain Rocks is in the 20s now. Diablo Game is on a run to the 40s as well.
Like, they were thinking this level was gonna be like the worst thing ever. I wonder like when I'm gonna like undeafen them and like unmute them, are they gonna be like, wow, that was like actually pretty good?
Yeah, that was the easiest level ever. I mean, yeah, Andy the Great is in the 60s already on first attempt from 0. H9X just got 27
here.
The Apple Game's on a run to the 60s too. Chubby on a new best. The Captain Rocks on a new best. I mean, yeah, everyone's getting far insanely quickly. I mean, at this point, what? No one had gone past 36, I think, on the previous level. Andy the Great's on a run to the 80s. 82% for Andy the Great. The Apple Game's on a run to 85 now. Gonna be at the ending already. Chubby on a run to the 50s. And again, as previously mentioned, got 92 in practice mode. It looks like the Apple Games might just pick up the completion. Yeah, just these couple red orb buffers and...
You're the first to beat it again.
Wow. Congratulations to the Apple Games picking up our completion within 5.5 minutes on an XL level. Impressive stuff. You can see Chubby's on a run to the 70s. The Captain Rocks is actually on a run to the 80s. These could be even more completions coming through already. You'll have to wait and see. H9X is on a new best. Scorpion is playing from 0 now. I mean, the Captain Rock's on a run to the 90s. This could be our second. Yeah, just the red orbs now. This is probably going to be our second completion right now. And yeah, there
so
it is.
I guess it's a medium team gives us a 92 from Chubby. Oh, he's had it so unlucky in this match. But already for Florida, gets 2 completions on the board.
You know, Florida might actually just end the game right here. H9X is on a run to, is that 57 or 87?
That's
no, that is 50.
so
That is not.
60,
That is not 80.
But even still, like,
that.
very possible.
Yeah, it might be even then. Yeah. I think it would be very unfortunate for Chubby if he was done this level without getting the completion after getting 92 in practice mode, but like H9X has the potential to just end things right now. If that does happen, I think this would be our fastest level of Battle of the States 2, but like by far.
Yeah.
Wouldn't even be close.
H9X at the ending here. Though, you can't actually rule out overtime as a possibility, too.
That is also fair.
Alright, that's it, basically.
Yeah,
for
that's
H9X.
pretty much
gonna
it.
be our third completion there. And, ooh, good. Scorpion died just in time. Because it's right when it hits level, when it says level complete, that's the cutoff point. So right now, that's the cutoff.
Saved by the end screen. Florida 300% within the first 8 minutes.
But yeah,
Andy the Great on a run to the ending.
Everybody on Georgia has to beat the level, or else that'll be it.
Andy the Great's gonna pick up that completion.
Pick up the completion. They at least walk away with that. So
it's up to Scorpion and Chubby now to pick up completions on these attempts are, that's going to be the end of this match between Florida and Georgia here. A lot of pressure on them.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to have to go all the way to the end, but though it is very possible, which I find like very fascinating to see.
Yeah, if all the levels you
No,
were gonna
Chubby
focus
just
on-
died at
Oh,
the
Chubby
brawl click,
died.
and that's going to end it for Chubby, so just be up to Scorpion to see what the difference will be, but I can already go and secure that Florida will take it in a sweep. There's been a lot of sweeps, but they've all been super competitive sweeps, which I find super interesting. It just keeps going that way.
Yeah.
But
I think
Florida's
depending on
going
how
to
this
end with a
round goes,
perfect
Scorpion.
score, but yeah, again, margin does matter because that's one of the tiebreakers if teams are tied at the end of the group stage. So you definitely want Scorpion to get as far as they can for the sake of that reason.
I mean, a lot of players picking up completions.
But
are
it'd be
just getting very
unfortunate if Scorpion
close. I
beats the
mean,
level because it mean that 92 fail is probably the difference.
It would be, yeah, that would be unfortunate. However, it would put them at an 8% deficit, which for tiebreakers would be very good. I think would actually be the smallest deficit.
I
we've
think
seen
it's
so
the
far.
smallest
I'd have to
deficit in a
double-check
single
that.
match, yeah.
The previous best, I think, was 12 or 13.
Yeah.
So despite the way this ended, could potentially be our most competitive match yet. We will see. Scorpion in the 80s now. I think Chubby was the only one to die past this point. So we'll see if Scorpion follows the trend with the other 3 players, or other 4 players who picked up completions. In the 90s now.
Oh, is that?
And
But
just
that
the red
really
orb
was the
sub.
last click too. That's so
Looks like it,
unfortunate.
yeah.
But Scorpion's gonna get the completion, and so the final margin is gonna be at 294 to 300. Would have been an overtime match, but it was not. We can now wrap up the match.
Yeah, as I'm sorry, I'm gonna retire, bro. I'm gonna retire. You guys
Dude.
will never see my face again, bro.
Dude, no, that 92
That
click
one
is
was not too
hard. I'm
bad.
so glad I fluked it.
Yeah,
I
me
was
too,
worried it
bro.
was gonna die.
Last two
we all put that click. We all
my
flipped
first
that click,
impression, I
bro.
died to those last
This is the most
two clicks,
nervous
like,
I've gotten
3
on a
times.
Medium Demon, by the way.
We all flipped that click.
Dude, I almost fluked. I almost like beat it in one attempt. I was so sad when I died at 82. I've never died there before.
I did a quick practice run.
Mm-hmm.
I literally did 1 practice run, 2 attempts, 1 death to 92, and then
Guys, that level was heat though, low key.
No, that was a pretty good
That was a
one.
good
level
one,
so easy.
yeah.
This one was good.
actually a good
The
level.
first one was horrible, but this one was pretty good.
21 attempts for that. Wow.
An
not
XL
expecting,
XL level that was actually play tested? No way.
Well, I don't know about Excel because there's like a 50% auto parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was half auto.
That barely felt like an XL. The first one felt like 5 million years.
Wait, what was it? Did I
you're
fluke it? I think I fluked it from like, oh yeah, 27.
That match felt so short. I was like, I'm sure I have more.
Yeah, that one was pretty short.
Dude, yeah, that felt. I finished it, and then I heard the title and the timer go off, and I was like, what? It's already been 20 minutes?
There's no.
From 0.
Yeah.
Oh, he didn't die at all from 0. Look,
I don't think I have the, I didn't even know there was audio for the timer.
that's insane.
There isn't.
Yeah, from dude.
No, I just heard it from Patrick's mic.
Dude,
Because if you hear people,
Andy,
then it means that you're done, basically. So that's-
Yeah.
dude, Andy, I had exactly 2 attempts from zeros, 52 and 100.
Oh my god, dude.
Exactly.
From 0, I
2
just have
attempts.
100 times 1. That's about it. But I did do a practice run.
Yeah, I did 2 practice runs just to be on the safe side. I did 1.
Yeah.
It felt
I
pretty
did
easy.
one, and I was
was
like,
about-
dude, why is this so easy? How is this
I was about to do runs,
Yeah.
and then I realized, no, this one was too easy. I'm
I
not
looked at
doing
the-
runs in this.
Yeah, I looked at the comments and I think it used to be an easy one, which makes sense.
Yeah, interesting.
I think
It was
it's
still a
medium
tier
because of the
se- It
timing.
was still like a tier 7. Yeah, like that.
Bro,
the,
how?
The
How's
time,
that 2-7, bro?
I think it's in fact the level thumbnail we have. I actually think this click is probably the only reason why the level's not an easy demon.
Yeah.
I just sent
It's
the
the-
screenshot
it's
in
So
the
that click
VC
is
chat.
free, bro. Like,
It's
Yeah,
the-
but
that
like
one's-
imagine doing this as a first medium
It
demon. Like that would be
looks
pretty
It's
hard.
so intimidating.
Yeah.
It's so intimidating. It's really
nah, I
not
wouldn't.
that bad.
Dude,
Dude, I got to that point and I was like, what the hell are we cooking? Like, are we playing in the Insane Demon? But then I was like, oh, it's just...
I was like,
it's not very,
Congregation.
it's actually not very hard.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of Congregation. now that I
Why
think
is
about it.
Congregation in my medium demon?
I
Yeah,
think
you probably
it's
like Congregation.
inspired.
For once, beating Oblivion actually helped me for a medium demon.
Wait, one click, by the way.
Yes. It's like...
So
time
going
based,
over
it's
here,
the
we
same.
can see how the standings for the group look like.
That's tragic.
Both of you have your next 2 matches against both of the Carolinas. So,
Oh boy, I can't wait.
and now I'm going to get ready for the match between the Carolinas.
Oh, right. I forgot they're going against each other.
Yeah, I think that's really fascinating to have that match. You'll see who's the superior Carolina. Is it
which
North
one's the
Carolina or
superior?
South Carolina? Anyways, I'm gonna go to break, and we will
Yeah, so that's it, right?
see you all for the next match. So thank you all for playing, both Florida and Georgia.
No problem. Do it.